Howdy y'all, Jackson here with Trick Studios, and welcome back to another edition of the historic college football playoff, this one for the 1969 college football season. Let's just hop into it. We will kick things off in Atlanta, Georgia in the Peach Bowl as the number 1 Texas Longhorns take on the number 4 Ohio State Buckeyes. And it would be the number 1 Longhorns that would get on the board first late in the first, as Steve Worcester would get in from 5 yards out. Ohio State would tie things up just over a quarter later as Jim Otis would get in from 3 yards out. Midway through the third, Texas would again put together a scoring drive as Jim Bertelsen would get in from 6 yards out to reclaim the lead. In a continued defensive struggle, Ohio State would need to put together another drive, and they would, capping it off as Rex Kern would find Bruce Jankowski for a 16-yard score late in the fourth. Unfortunately for the Buckeye faithful, Stan White would come in and shank the extra point, clinching the game for the Longhorns. And with that, the number 1 Longhorns squeak by with a 14-13 victory over the Ohio State Buckeyes to advance to the national championship in the Rose Bowl. We now head to Dallas, Texas and the Cotton Bowl. The number 2 Penn State Nittany Lions take on the number 3 Arkansas Razorbacks. And it would be the Nittany Lions that would get on the board first late in the first quarter as Franco Harris would get in from 6 yards out. Arkansas would finally respond just under a quarter later, kicking this 47-yarder to make it a 4-point game. So Penn State would then clobber together a field goal drive of their own, kicking this 38-yarder to once again make it a 7-point game, a lead they'd taken to halftime. Late in the third, the Nittany Lions would once again put together another touchdown drive, capping off as Charlie Pittman would get in from 5 yards out. And after a scoreless fourth and a stout defensive performance, the Nittany Lions would punch their ticket to the Rose Bowl National Championship with a 17-3 victory over the Arkansas Razorbacks. Now before we head on to the National Championship, I just first want to thank you for watching, and ask you to like the video if you're enjoying it, and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you have not already. As well as if you have a specific season you'd like to see, to leave it in the comment section below and I will get to it as soon as possible. And now on to the National Championship. Hello and welcome to the Rose Bowl National Championship as the number 1 Texas Longhorns take on the number 2 Penn State Nittany Lions. The Longhorns would start the scoring off on their opening drive, capping it off as Steve Worcester would get in from 5 yards out. Early in the second, Penn State would finally put together a scoring drive of their own, capping it off with this 45-yard field goal. Late in the second, Penn State would put together yet another scoring drive, this time for a touchdown, as Franco Harris would find his way into the end zone from 6 yards out. With outstanding defensive performances on both sides, Texas would have one last shot to take the game. But James Street's path would be picked off over the middle, clinching it for the Nittany Lions. With that, the number 2 Penn State Nittany Lions would squeak by the number 1 Texas Longhorns 10-7 to claim the national championship. Once again, thank you all for watching another edition of the historic college football playoff. Remember to like the video, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell if you have not already. And once again, if you have a specific college football season playoff you'd like to see, just leave in the comment section below, and I will get to it as soon as I can. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Bye.